What's up? What's up? What he said? What's up? This is Cool Breeze.
Razor
This is
Raw.
this is No Cap Boxing / Neutral Corner. This is episode 36. We at it again. C's not gonna be able to make it, bro. He just texted me. C's not gonna be able to make it for this show.
Okay.
I sent the link out to Big Bear. I don't know if he joining or whoever else is going to join, but we got the originals. I mean,
We got a lot of information. A lot of information going on.
yeah, facts. And I also had my scorecard. We was going to do the Devin Haney and Lomachenko thing. C's he did his scorecard, and I'm not going. I'll reveal it when he get on the show because I seen his scorecard and I was shocked in a good way. I mean, we gonna see. We'll talk about that when he on the show.
But the funny thing is how people see it different when they watch it a second and
second
third
time and a third time. Yeah, cause the commentators they really sway it sometimes. Oh, I think we got somebody who does Big Bear. Got somebody joining. I think they dipped off. I think Big Bear was also one of them that said it was a robbery, I believe. When you I can't remember. I think he said it was a robbery.
But once people know how the judges do the score, you know, you don't go by just the punch stats.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you go strictly by punch stats, like one round, you know, it throws you off because you might think more punches this round. They might have both threw like 70 to 100 punches that round.
Yeah.
And then like 5 other rounds, they only got like 4 hits, 4 landed punches off. But at the end, it still adds up to be more.
Yeah, I get that.
But when you score round by round, those hits, those extra hits you had from the other round don't count because they're just going by the round.
Right. Damn.
So that's just to teach all the, just so people can understand how the judges look at fights.
Right. And you were saying they don't look at it round by round.
I mean, they do it round by round. They don't look at the whole fight as a total.
The whole total of punches through the whole fight.
No, they go by round by round. Like so winning rounds matters. So winning every round matters.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to points, knocking somebody out is a whole different thing. The knockdowns, yep. So it makes every round matter.
Winning every round does matter when it comes to winning these points.
Yep.
Yeah, I get that. Because then you have a good 8th round or a good 7th round, the 6th round, but you still gotta them points still gotta add up to the
Yeah, that's just one round. That's
just 3 rounds out of 12.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he was beating them up this round. That kind of sway people. Like, oh, them last couple of rounds. That's what basically what happened with Lomachenko and Devin Haney.
And for somebody not fighting like the whole 3 minutes, but they get like the last 2 minutes, the last 30 seconds, they get like 5 hits. They make it look like they're putting on a show, and they only get, but they get like 5 hits, and that just keep, so that's what make the punch stats look the way they do, but you done lost 2.5 minutes of the 3 minutes.
Yeah, so yeah. And it just looked better because he threw combinations and just hit your head back and was throwing all these punches for a couple of minutes. But all through that round, you was getting tagged up, boom, boom, back, tagged up here, back, tagged up here, and all it's
going to count for is a 10-9 round.
Yeah.
He wanted me to have it.
But that's a fact. But yeah, we got the hype is building up with this Errol Spence
Yeah.
and Terrence Crawford. The hype is building up.
Yeah, it's not just Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Now it's
Derrick James.
Derrick James.
Derrick James, like, what? You think it's sweet 'cause I got on a suit?
Mm-hmm.
I said what's going on. But I said what's going on. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Like, so yeah, that
Yeah, so now Derrick James is going to put that extra training on Earl.
Yeah, now Derrick James like, oh no, you gotta get him now. He came at me.
Mm-hmm.
But I still stand on it. That ain't gonna work. But Crawford, he gonna counter Earl Spence when he try to punch to the body. I think Bud gonna figure Earl Spence out. They say he a computer and he figures his opponents out. He's a slow starter, but once he figures his opponents out, he put in his program. But I feel like he could figure out Earl a little quicker than.
But Earl said when they said that, Earl said $1 million worth of game. Well, he's gonna give him a computer virus.
No, I don't know. I don't think Earl don't seem that hard to figure out. I mean, if Bud could take his punch, then Bud can have a good night. If he could take Earl's punch. But I know that's
you're not going to take time downloading Earl's punch. That jab. It's going to be hard, and no matter whose face it hits, it's going to be the same. Like just like what's his name was saying, Danny Garcia and Ugas and Sean Porter. Like
I think it's only going to take him like 2 or 3 rounds to figure Earl, because Earl kind of basic and he kind of do the same thing. I think with a elite fighter like Bud, I mean Earl got away with it with the fighters he fought, but with somebody like Bud, I think Bud is better than everybody he fought, and I think he won't. I think
Bud is definitely better than everybody he fought.
I think he's gonna have to have a different game plan than just what he been normally doing. He's gonna have to switch it up sometimes. And I feel the same way with Bud. He would definitely have to have more than one game plan with Earl. But if Earl do switch it up.
Earl, he don't have to just rely on that jab. Because we saw what he did when his hardest fight, he said, was Kell Brook, prime Kell Brook.
Yeah.
And he turned that into a fight. Blow for blow. He turned the Sean Porter boxing match into a fight.
Blow for blow.
Yeah. Like, okay, let's see who can match. I'll match you. I'm gonna overpower. My will is gonna be stronger than your will.
Yeah, that's what he do. He do that to everybody he fight. His willpower. He overpower people. Like they say, I break your will, break your heart, break your spirit. So that's one of his best things he do. One of his things he do. But I just feel like with Bud, he do got that dog in him, and that I don't want him to slug it out with him, but he got to fight him smart and make it a boxing match, make it a chess match. I feel like if Earl try to do that with him, he got to use his footwork, lateral movement, I mean, he got to move around. He uses IQ, ring IQ, and his footwork. Yeah. And it all comes down to if Earl can catch him. And while he's trying to catch him, he got to watch out for them counters. But I don't think Bud going to back up the whole fight. I think he's going to try to back Earl up in some of that fight. I think he want to do that to prove a point. He want to try to back Earl up. And sometimes in this fight,
he try to make.
He going to try to back him up sometime in this fight. I feel like he going to try to back him up.
Try to make, because we never saw
Bro, if Bud could back up Earl,
yeah, that's a big if.
That's gonna be fine.
I don't know how to go back.
It is a big if. You said you don't know how to go back.
Yeah, backwards. He might get caught with something, but he can still come straight after you. Like when Ugas hit him with that. Earl came off the ropes. When he got knocked all the way into the ropes. He didn't like run away from Ugas after that. If he was really hurt, like somebody get like something crazy like that get hurt and somebody really
they try to redeem themselves.
And they take a little like start backing away just to get
try to get focus back.
No, Earl came right after Ugas. Right after that, he just like, and Bud does the same thing. When Bud got rocked by what's the dang, his hardest fight was
Mean Machine.
No, Nelly.
Gamboa.
When he said he said his hardest fight was Gamboa, and when he got rocked by Gamboa, he came straight forward. They get mad like, "Oh, you just hit me."
Yeah. So that dog with them, both of them is going to make a hell of a fight as well. Because I don't think nobody want to be like, backing up and running. Nobody don't want to run.
Yep. And Earl Spence already said he fought the best counterpuncher in the game, Danny Garcia. So he's not overly concerned about counterpunches.
I said, don't go in there looking like
that. Is Danny Garcia the best counterpuncher? Is he better than Bud for real in counterpunching?
I know Kid got those pants too.
I don't know. He might be, but I feel like Bud got the counterpunch. Plus, he got a little more. He got more
tools in his. Yeah.
He got a little more in his arsenal than just the counterpunch.
They look bigger than an 18.
But all right, so he faced a good one of the best counterpunchers, Danny Garcia.
Yeah, so Earl's ready for the counterpunchers. He's ready for the ultimate. I mean, because who else can say they sparred Floyd Mayweather?
They both better be ready for this shit.
I mean,
it's gonna be crazy.
He spars with big knockout punchers like Jermell Charlo. And that's on a regular basis with Jermell Charlo.
Yeah.
Jermell Charlo and who else? Spars with Jermell and he sparred with Floyd. So I mean, and Floyd was in his prime, and I don't think nothing Bud can show him that Floyd didn't.
Yeah. I wonder how a Bud and Floyd sparring match would look. If Mayweather was in his prime and he could have had a chance to fight Bud and Earl, that would have been crazy.
Yeah, that would have been.
Then it's like the best defense versus the best relentless pressure fighter.
Pressure
fighter with fundamentals and basic
and a great boxer.
Great boxing skills.
Yeah, Bud is a great boxing skills. I think Earl's the best pressure fighter he's the best pressure fighter mixed with a little, with a nice jab. Because Tino Trinidad, he wasn't really a great.
For real, that jab is the pressure. Earl Spence jab is the pressure.
And I learned something about Earl. He studies certain his favorite boxers. He studies his favorite boxers. Hagler was one of his favorite boxers. And that's one of my favorite. Sugar Ray Leonard. He said Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, Hagler. Ali. So that roughness that he gets that from Hagler, going, just back and forth. You're not gonna break my will. Right. You're gonna back up before I do. He gets that from Hagler, and then he don't really got too much of the Sugar Ray flashiness and the the elusiveness like Sugar Ray Leonard.
Elusiveness, okay.
But Sugar Ray has the heart. Because him battling Hagler, and the smarts.
Definitely got that.
And then what he said Lennox Lewis was his in his top 5. And what was Lennox Lewis known for? Stalking people down with that jab, keeping that long jab and just destroying people with his jab alone.
Yeah, he got that reach because he was always taller than everybody he fought. So that his jab was Lennox Lewis jab was top tier. definitely.
Yeah, Lennox Lewis jab is probably, if it's not the best jab. I mean, because people love Larry Holmes jab, but I think Lennox Lewis's jab.
Larry Holmes. Oh yeah, definitely top 5.
I I still give. I think Lennox Lewis jab had more oomph on it though.
Who's your top 5 jabbers?
Lennox Lewis,
Lennox Lewis gotta be in there.
Larry Holmes.
Larry Holmes.
Let me see any small guys who had. Who was a smaller guy who had a nice jab? Hagler was
Devin Haney, but he come like newer class.
But I'm sure
Lomachenko took his jab away though, so I don't know how good it really is. Lomachenko just that good.
I'm not gonna say Tito Trinidad. Mayweather has a great jab too. Even though Mayweather's like more defensive, he has that jab to the body. He has that he's the best body jabber.
And he throw them Jones quick too.
Yeah.
Throw them Jones quick.
So I put Mayweather third as far as his jab.
You got this teeth? The teeth is
Earl, I put Earl fourth as far as his jab. I'm trying to think. It's a Roy Jones wasn't a jabber.
Yeah, that's kind of that's funny that he wasn't a good jab, like he wasn't a real jabber like that. But he was just combinations and other things was good. Wow.
And Bernard Hopkins, Bernard Hopkins was more like a rough and what's that? A counter puncher.
Tyson Fury? What you think about Tyson Fury?
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, I'll put Tyson Fury up there.
That's what his jab is what kept Wilder back. They kept Wilder off of him.
Oh, but you know what? So we can put Tyson Fury at the top 5. But then I'm forgetting what's his name had a great jab. We're forgetting some of the other people like in the other weight classes. But
yeah, it's a lot of
it's a lot of fighters to go through.
Yeah, it's a lot. When we do stuff like this, we probably had to do eras. Like what era and what era. Like in this era, I definitely got Earl Spence in this era with jabs.
Yeah.
And I'll put Tyson Fury and Devin Haney.
I would put Devin Haney, but I remember Earl Spence like just completely took Mikey Garcia out of his whole fight with that jab, and he did that with Danny Garcia. He just like they didn't know what to do with that jab. They didn't know how to get around the jab. They didn't know how to.
And that jab just was messing up everybody's eye.
Yeah. Oh, and Ugas, yeah. Yeah. And Kell Brook. But he didn't use the jab as much with Kell Brook because he was just doing more of the rough and tumble stuff.
Yeah.
He was just he wanted to go back and forth. And he didn't want to use the jab against he wanted to beat Sean Porter said he wanted to beat me at my own game, so he didn't use his jab as much. But he could have jabbed Sean Porter's head off.
Yeah, so it must be that.
Yeah. And we have another fight that we didn't speak about that just happened. We're on our new episode. We had T.O. and Josh Taylor just fought.
Oh yeah, T.O. and Josh Taylor. So yeah, this is gonna be a heavy duty one right here because
T.O. surprised me. I didn't expect him to do that good against. I thought Josh Taylor would have put up a better fight than that.
You know what? I think T.O. is one of those people who rise to the occasion. Like he can't fight no bums because he's just not going to feel it. He's not going to train as hard. He got to fight people that he think
overestimate his opponents. Sleep like that. That's how Kambosos got him.
I think he'll train his fullest if he fights a Tank. He'll fight his best if he's going to come with his A game if he fights Tank. He's going to come with his A game if he fights Ryan Garcia. He's going to come with his A game if he fights any of the elite people. But I think Kambosos just threw him off because he already beat Lomachenko. So it's like, you're not Lomachenko.
Yeah, and then his game plan was too cocky. Like he was really looking past him. Like I'm gonna just knock him out, and that was the game plan, just to go in and knock him out. When that didn't work, and he got knocked down instead of knocking him out, he got knocked down. I feel like he was trying to knock him out the first. He was trying to get him out the first round.
But he did dropped him in like the 8th round.
Yeah, he did come back and get him.
But
his plan was to drop Kambosos the first round. He was trying to end that fight in the first round.
And it's kind of Mike Tyson-ish where Mike Tyson didn't really prepare for Buster Douglas.
Of course. I mean, when I knew it was going.
I think that's what happens with
older people be getting.
But with I think that's what happened with Teofimo. But I don't think Teofimo should be talking about retirement. I don't think he really loves the sport.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the thing about Bud, Earl, Tank, Devin Haney, even though he don't have no power. I think most of those fighters love the sport. Shakur. I'm trying to think of...
they love what they do. Like they love the science. They love the science of it and all that.
Yeah, like Tio is like Adrian Broner. He don't I don't think Adrian Broner loved the sport where he give his all to every fight. Adrian Broner fight that he just got by on.
He just want to get money and do it he doing it. He just I feel like he just doing it it's a job. It's a job. It's a job.
So he can wear tight clothes and dance in a circle.
It's a job. It's a job for him.
Yeah.
Some people love their job, and some people just be like, "This is what I do. It's a job. Get my money." But you still want to win, though. You got that. You got to have that hunger to win.
And Tio don't know the business of it. That's why he's getting frustrated talking about the black fighters get more treated better.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, if you stop playing around and you should have got a lot of money for that Lomachenko fight, but guess what? Top Rank doesn't promote their fighters to get that money. Like, I mean, it's just to me, it's like evident to look at. Okay, the zone, they'll put some money in. They'll put some money in you. Like they did. I mean, I would go to the zone if I would, but they don't put in their money into everybody. Because look at how, because what's his name was eating up all the DAZN money, Canelo. But if I look at PBC and I see Earl Spencer's getting nice checks, like Earl Spencer's got more money than Bud for his pay-per-views are doing better because they promote better. Tank Davis, Showtime, they're promoting him better. Like you want these little checks, you keep messing around with Top Rank and barely doing any pay-per-views.
Well, Top Rank got Shakur and
yeah, but and they don't even know how to get their people money like that.
And Devin Haney, is he on the zone?
Shakur,
did he move? Canelo left the zone.
Yeah, so he's now with the PBC. But
who else don't like? You know who else don't really like boxing? I just watched the interview and he was like, "Man, I don't really." The boy, that heavyweight boy that we like,
Jared Anderson.
Anderson, yeah. You saw that interview?
I saw that and I was like, "Oh man."
His heart not in it. Like he's not really.
And I used to wonder,
but he good though. He a good boxer, but he just like.
But your heart got to be in it if you want to get to that next level.
Yeah, because it was like who do you want to fight? Like he was like, man, I don't care. Just he don't even want the big fights.
And look, the PBC with no belts really on the line, with Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis did way more money than the Undisputed at the same weight class.
Oh yeah.
Top Rank. So that tells you which network is like no belts were on the line. The Undisputed was on the line for the Top Rank fight. And
so it's like you can have all the belts, but still don't be the favorite.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because
you won't get that money and it have nothing to do with black fighters.
The favorite is the money. Like who money talk.
And how you get marketed.
You would think Tank got all the belts the way he's promoted and the way everybody come to see him. You would think that he got all the belts, but Devin got all the belts.
Because it's the show you put on.
Okay, everything.
No matter how you feel about Canelo Alvarez, he puts on a good show when he fights. Win, lose, draw, he's going to put on a good show.
Right.
And I think what everybody gets frustrated with, like the people who aren't Canelo fans, they get frustrated with the people he's fighting because we feel like he could be fighting better.
Oh yeah, let's speak on that. Canelo,
and that's how I felt about Bud though.
Is this official?
Yeah,
Canelo and
Jermell Charlo.
They got a date. They already got a date for it.
December.
Oh man,
it's like the 10th or something 10th.
Oh man, this see what Tank and Ryan Garcia started.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great year.
Hey, yeah, it's gonna be the best year of boxing, and we get the Charlo and Canelo fight.
Yeah, but before we jump off of Tio, my man talk about retiring, but you left a lot of meat on the bone. There's too many fighters out there. You can't.
Exactly. I'm doing the show.
Too much meat on the bone. That's like a basketball team only playing 2 teams, but there's still like 5 other teams in the playoffs left.
Yo, Tio, he can't retire because he still got to fight. Let's see, at 140.
Yeah, but he can still fight Devin Haney.
Tank. They had 135, but you still.
Devin Haney can move up because he don't really be making. He's barely making.
Devin can moved up. Tank for that 140 already before.
Yeah.
Or they can meet at a catch weight.
Ryan
Garcia and Tio could happen.
What's that? Regis Prograis, who just came off of a win.
Yep. You feel like Josh Teller is a retiring party? No. Come on, man. Josh Teller, he a good fighter, but
yeah,
you got so many.
I think this is where he just went past his prime.
You got so many more legacy fights that's ahead of you, and you're not even that old for real.
Yeah, and you only got 21 fights basically.
His best known fights is Lomachenko and Josh Teller.
Yeah, exactly. He think that's all you need, but you got to go through some of those brothers. They called y'all the 4 Kings when y'all were around the same age. It was the 4 Kings was Tank, Devin, Shakur, and Tio. So the 4 Kings need to fight each other.
I remember that. I remember the 4. They lined them up together like that. And you still got Ryan Garcia, Rolly, Frank Martin, and you still got people that's still on
Gary Antoine Russell,
Keyshawn Davis, people that's want to come up. Gary Antoine, the Russell brother, and active, but I don't know how good.
Oh, and Gary Russell wants to fight Shakur.
Oh, there we go. He want to he would dare to be great. He want to put himself to the test.
He's gonna put himself to sleep.
See if he could catch Shakur. He wants to see if he could land a clean shot. Cause I swear I don't think I've seen Shakur get hit clean yet. I don't remember seeing Shakur getting hit clean. Like, oh, we caught Shakur.
And he forced some punches already too.
Everything sliding off, or part of it hit his glove, and
nothing clean, and he never had a wobbled leg.
Nobody never rocked him.
Well, the only person that did was Bud in sparring.
Yeah, I'm hearing about Bud. Well, he said it himself that Bud beat him up bad the first time they sparred. And we hearing that Tank's supposed to have rocked Shakur and Devin one time in sparring.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So they some fights that more fights.
He said after that he sparred Lomachenko a lot of times. He was a sparring partner.
I remember seeing pictures of Shakur and Lomachenko. Like looked like they just got done sparring.
But Shakur said he's sparred Bud afterwards. You know, he learned from that. And he said when they asked him who was the best fighter, he said, I am, out of anybody. He said, even after Bud, yep. He said him and Bud were good work.
They give him that work. They giving each other good work now.
Yeah, and he spars with
Uh,
Boot.
Boots, yeah. I think what he say about Boots? He said Boots gave him good work too. He said, did he say Boots beat him up too before when they
I'm
was
sure he
young?
did. I'm sure he
Yeah,
did. But I know, and he sparred with Benavidez and Andre Ward.
yeah, oh yeah. So that's why Shakur gonna be the future. I'm sorry. I think Shakur, his experience, and I think
Mm-hmm.
he just his power points is his defense, and that was one of Mayweather's power points when he became Money Mayweather. And I feel like if Shakur developed more power,
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna be he gonna be a force to be
Yeah,
reckoned with.
because now he's not going to keep weight draining himself, so maybe he can keep his power. And
Yeah,
that,
I feel like they still gaining their man strength, and I feel like they
mm-hmm.
might have to go up probably at they might end it at 154. They might stop at 154, and that might be their last stop, or
By the time they hit their
maybe a
30s.
little higher. But yeah,
Because yeah, you still got about good 10 years left of them. Of like Tank is what 30, 27. So you got a
yeah,
good
yeah,
10 years.
yeah. They usually retire around 35, 30, late
Yeah,
30s,
yeah. Mid late 30s.
late 30s. They usually get their retirements. So
And,
yeah,
and that's and like if like I think Tank can retire financially comfortable because him and he's one of the cash cows. Him, Earl, and Canelo are like really making a lot of money.
yeah.
Canelo got a
Tank
$100 million deal from yeah,
PBC.
yeah, they gave him $100 million. Al Heyman's not going to
He probably feel like this is gonna be the last company I sign with because
for a three
I can
fight.
retire. I can retire after that. After these 3 fights.
But I think he had a 10 fight deal for $300 million off of the zone.
Damn.
Yeah, he had a 10 fight. He just made all that money, so all that money is his now.
Damn. So he got that, and now he getting another 100 mil on top.
Yep.
He can retire after that.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, now he's gonna have to fight some real stuff like
But
Benavidez. He's
but
gonna have to
this
go.
these last 3 fights gonna be some bodies, some names.
I mean, and
Let's
people are
go.
they're putting Earl Spence's name up in the mix. So if Earl does get past Bud and he gets a fight with Canelo,
Let's go. Even if he don't get past, he's not gonna get past Bud, but he still can
I'm
fight
just
Canelo.
saying he gets past Bud and
He
he gets
still
that
can
fight
fight Canelo. But that rematch clause, if that first fight end up being a close as we don't know who won, it could be a draw or some shit. They're gonna have to do that immediate rematch. We need an immediate rematch. So I don't even know if that's gonna be at 147 or 154.
I mean,
but
depending on what if he gets his face fractured.
who? But
Yeah. What if he? I mean, he might have to sit out a year.
he broke another face.
Yeah. I mean, that's a possibility. It's Earl Spence. And what's funny is people are switching back and forth of who they think is going to win.
Who they think gonna win?
Roy Jones
Is that close? Is that close?
Roy Jones is always going against Earl. I don't know what he got against Earl Spence or what Earl said to him or whatever happened, but he's always going against Earl. He had Mikey Garcia.
I think is that with everybody or just with Terrence? I think Roy just relates to Terrence style more.
No. He had Mikey Garcia.
Oh, he had Mikey beating Earl.
Yeah.
Oh no, he tripping.
I just haven't seen enough.
Oh no, he tripping. Mikey Garcia moving up 2 weight classes. Fight the hardest puncher. He tripping. He tripping with that.
Yeah, Roy Jones. I don't know. He be bugging too much. He probably had Porter beating Earl Spence too. There's something about Earl said, I don't care what, like that was one of my favorites growing up, but I don't care about him no more.
Damn.
Sugar Ray Leonard and Roy Jones.
Damn, that was his favorite. And his favorite, got everybody beating him.
Yeah, so he's like, I don't care about them dudes no more. But Bernard Hopkins, He switched. He was always Bud, 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 Bud. But now Bernard Hopkins just switched and said he think Earl's gonna get him.
I seen something like that. I didn't click on it because I was mad. Like, why you switching? I was like, get out of here. But Bernard, I was cool. We was cool. We had the same guy. Now you switch. You switched on me. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, I had Bernard. I saw that today.
So you actually clicked on the video? Was that Blue Blood? Who?
No, I didn't click on the video. I just saw all I needed to see.
Yeah. Fanon or Blue Blood, one of them.
Yeah, Fanon. It was Fanon.
Man. So this is late June.
We can't skip the fight coming up soon. Inoue and Stephen Fulton.
Stephen Fulton and Inoue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's stop this. Let's stop this. Inoue. Everybody praising Inoue. We're gonna put a stop to that. Stephen Fulton is gonna put a stop to that.
So if Stephen Fulton beats Inoue,
they gotta put him on that list.
If he beats the number 2 pound for pound fighter,
he gotta be like number 2 or number 1.
And he's undefeated with all these belts.
He's undisputed, right?
He's unified.
Yeah, so you gotta put him on the list. If they don't put him on the list, they on some race. They hating.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because it's crazy how Jermell Charlo's not on that list.
What's up with the politics? Like what?
You got Lomachenko number 10 on that ring pound for pound top.
Like 10. What are they really looking at to put these fighters on the list? Like, oh, we're gonna put him number 2 because he did this and he did this for the sport, right? Like, what are they looking at? Because I don't like we got undisputed fighters that's not on the list. Going back to that. Like, so what are they looking at?
I have no idea. That's
crazy. That's crazy.
This list doesn't have Shakur Stevenson on it. It doesn't have Stephen Fulton on it. It doesn't have Jermell Charlo on it. And these are undefeated people with over 30 fights. I mean, these are people.
Is it who they fighting? Is it who you fight? No, Inoue ain't fight nobody though, so it can't be that.
Yeah, we don't know who these people that Inoue fought.
Yeah, so damn.
And then
I really be trying to play devil's advocate and see what they see, but I don't see it.
Yeah,
that's the sad part.
Who are these guys? Do we know that all his 20-something fights are? Do we know who these 107 pound people are? I mean, do we really?
107 pounds.
In the way to be number 2. In the way to be number 2. Did he fight somebody that's at his weight better than Gamboa? Did he fight somebody at his weight that's better than Sean Porter? Did he fight somebody? We don't know that. So stop putting people like that number 2. Bud is undefeated, and his record, he got like 30-something fights, 39 fights. Why isn't Bud still ahead of him? So what? He fought Mean Machine. All we know, and so what? He fought Avanesian. All Inoue fight is Avanesians to me because I don't know none of those guys.
Yeah,
they could be all Avanesians. We don't know, right? Do you know?
No, it's like they fighting school bus drivers.
Yeah, until somebody can tell me, oh, Inoue's that work. Tell me who he fought then. Name one person he fought.
And I feel like in that weight class that they're in, it's not that many fighters in that division in the first. It's not that many fighters in that division in the first place.
The quality is not there. Not
it's not quality of fighters.
Is it the quality of 135? Is it the quality? 135 to me has the most. 135 and 147 is probably the most quality fighters. Like a group of. You can just take 10 fighters that's kind of known.
I could that's me. That I only could remember from 135 on up. Like under 135, I'm like, eh.
I mean, you got Leo.
You got dumb Stephen Fulton and them like dumb fighters, and then the Inoue. But that's what I was saying. It's not that many fighters at that.
Yeah, you can't get on my pound. I'm sorry, you can't be on my pound for pound list if I don't know who you fought. If I don't know who you fought at all. What are we doing here?
That weight class got to be like a stepping stone. You got to move up unless you're just naturally a small guy. If you're naturally a small person, then okay, you got to stay at them little weight classes. If you can't move up and get belts at different weight classes, then you get their respect, and then I look at you different. But Not
Like
just with
I
that.
could say Ugas for I could say Ugas. He's like the worst out of the best.
The
I don't
worst
like
out of the best,
yeah. Like Ugas is the
out of the Keith Thurmans and
yeah, or teases and he beat Manny Pacquiao.
oh
He
yeah,
fought Earl Spence. So at least I know who Ugas fought, you know?
he
He
kind of
fought,
retired. He retired Manny
he-
Pacquiao.
and
Manny Pacquiao was done
he
after
really
that.
beat Sean Porter for real, but but he fought Sean Porter.
Oh, that was a controversy
Yeah,
fight. Sean
yeah,
Porter.
yeah. People were giving Ugas the edge.
Oh shit. And
Yep.
they gave it to Porter. I guess because he was more active. He was right tackling, and that's when Porter was in his bag. That's when Porter was in his bag.
But I mean, I gotta watch that fight over again. But we know Danny Garcia. We know who he fought. Earl Spence. We know like at least you can name 4 people that they fought. That's just like okay, yeah, he fought some real people.
Yeah.
We know Keith Thurman. We know people who he fought. In the way, I mean, no, not in the way, but Stephen Fulton. I know at least one person he fought.
Yeah. But
um,
then
Tank. We know some people he fought.
Pitbull Cruz,
Rolly, Ryan,
Ryan,
and the other
the
Garcia.
boy, the Hector Garcia,
Yep, Hector Garcia,
and Barrios.
Barrios. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Regis Prograis fought Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor
Oh,
fought Regis Prograis.
Tank for Gamboa too and shit. Damn.
Yeah, and he the second one to knock Gamboa out.
Knocked him out of shoes and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, Devin Haney, we know some names he got. He got Cormier. Like I just can't. I'm not. You
He
can't
got a
make
good resume.
even Usyk. I know who you Usyk fought at least. He beat Anthony Joshua twice.
Yeah, he got a good resume. That's a good resume. That weight class, if that's the only weight class you're gonna be in, your resume gonna be shitty. You we get only thing you can get is that was he the best little guy fighter, to get best small fighter, but you don't get that
Yeah,
respect going up in the different weight classes and getting a title.
yeah. I can't put Inoue in my top 10 at all.
And
There's my reason. I mean,
that's and that's
it's
a
a
good
bunch of
enough reason.
and like I got Shakur in there, and I don't have Lomachenko in there because he's not. He got 3 losses in only 20 fights. 17-3 doesn't say
Yeah,
that's not no Hall of Fame record to me.
yeah.
I mean, he's gonna be Hall of Fame because he got some belts, but what do the belts look like when you? Who were you? Who did you beat for those belts?
And then you get beat up and lose your belts. Tio beat you and took your
Yeah,
belts.
the first real person, like the real honest threat you fought, you lost to.
Yeah.
Then Haney, and you're not going to, and we know he's not going to beat Tank, and we know he's not going to beat Shakur.
Yeah.
So who can you really beat? I mean, maybe you can get a Leo Santa Cruz. I just put him in the middle of the pack. Because who did he beat for his belts?
Nobody. Every time he got somebody, he don't pass. Every time he get a big name, he fell. He fell that.
I mean, he lost his second fight to Orlando Salido. Never revenged that fight.
Yeah, that's it. That's he not revenging his fights. So, but he gonna go down. He gonna go down the Hall of Fame though. That's crazy. That's crazy. But Lomachenko is gonna be a name when it's all said and done. It's gonna be one of them names.
Yeah, but who did he beat for his that's what matters to me the most. Who did you beat for your stuff?
But that's going to that when it's all said and done, like years down, that's only gonna make Devin look better, and the people that did beat Lomachenko look better. Like, oh, this guy Lomachenko, they called the Matrix, but Devin Haney beat him. This guy beat him. That guy beat him. So that's gonna make them look. I mean, that's gonna make them look great, and they resume. That's gonna make their resume look good. So it's cool. They can praise them.
But
When they beat them, they got a good resume. So it's all good.
But look, longevity. I mean, I don't care about that amateur 300 something wins and amateur because Roberto Duran had 109 fights, if I'm not somewhere around 109 fights. Roberto Duran. Now he lost to all his best competition. He beat Sugar Ray once and lost to Sugar Ray once. He got knocked out by Hearns, and he lost a decision to a Hagler. So his three best competition he lost to, but he beat 100 and he won 100, almost 100 fights.
Yeah,
so
he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
because of that.
Yeah, but if you only won 17 fights, come on, you didn't put no work in.
Yeah,
like you 17. Come on, you like what is the criteria fell down to? Because 17 is getting you in. 17.
I feel like they add and including his amateur record. Like that's not supposed to count. That's just amateurs and professional.
Who did Tim Bradley beat? I know he had a good fight against Manny Pacquiao.
Did he beat Pacquiao?
Oh, did he beat and then lost to him?
I think Tim Bradley beat Pac.
He might have beat him once, but then he lost to him.
Lost in the rematch.
And did he beat Marquez?
Yeah, Tim Bradley definitely a name. He definitely a name in the sport of boxing.
but is he like Adrian Broner name? Like you might have one good win on your record.
Like you might, yeah. We could put him in the Adrian Broner class. American, you put American in that class.
Like, why would I put him in the Hall of Fame next to somebody?
These good fighters with names, but they ain't beat the names.
When they're putting them in the Hall of Fame, I want them to stand them next to. Can this guy stand next? You just stand this guy next to Sugar Ray Leonard? Can you put him in the ring with Sugar Ray Leonard?
No, not at Tom Bradley.
That's what I'm saying. Can you put him in the ring with Hagler?
No.
Can you put him in the ring with Oscar De La Hoya?
No. That's what I'm saying. They got to be a
Mayweather. Can you put him?
Hell no.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Like that's Roberto Duran. No.
It got to be. That's what I'm saying. They got to be. You're a name that can't beat the top name. Like it got to be levels. It definitely got to be different classes. Like I said, Tim Bradley class.
I don't got Tim Bradley beating Zab Judah.
Tim Bradley class got to be with Rolly. Because if you think about it, Rolly is going to be remembered. Like when you hear Rolly, oh, that's the guy that was always talking shit and always couldn't back it up. Like, I mean, Tim Bradley, like you said, Adrian Broner, that's their class. But when you say Earl Spence, you can't put Earl Spence in the same class with Broner.
Like, yeah, Tim Bradley could be with Maidana.
Shit like that.
He was a good fighter.
These fighters that you could put next to Tim Bradley and be like, damn, Tim Bradley can win that one. Or that'd be a good fight for Tim Bradley.
Like, you're not going to put Tim Bradley in there with Miguel Cotto? Cotto beat Sugar Shane.
Oh yeah.
You're not beating and he's not beating Sugar Shane.
But all right, so Tim Bradley in his prime.
Was he the best of his time? Like, was he in the top 5 of his weight class of his time? No.
Of his time in his prime, he probably could have gave because he beat Pacquiao. I mean, he could have gave Sham Mosley a good fight.
But that was, you know what? Pacquiao was on and off those steroids. Like okay. He beat Pacquiao.
But he definitely wasn't no pushover though. That's what I'm saying. Like,
see, but you got to think of people who beat Pacquiao. What's that? The one that Bud took the belt from.
Oh, Jeff Horn.
Jeff Horn, one hit wonder. I mean, Tim Bradley's one hit wonder.
Microwave champion.
Yeah, Teofimo said basically that that Tim Bradley is a microwave, basically a one hit wonder.
Oh, keeping the belts warm.
Yeah, I mean, and then when he had a mandatory against Earl, he was out.
That's when he quit. That would have been a retirement party, but he ain't want to go through that, suffer that pain.
He didn't fight no Adrian. He didn't fight he didn't fight Sean Porter. He didn't fight Keith Thurman.
So only person Tom Brady fought was Pacquiao and
I think he fought Marquez, and I think he might have. I gotta look it up and see if he won or lost to Marquez.
Marquez.
I see Tim Bradley's record.
So yeah, his resume don't put him in that same class with them guys, the Marlon Haglers and
Yeah,
no, hell no.
that's what I'm
But
saying.
and then in these different generations. But if you want all generations in one class, you definitely could put Earl in the Marlon Hagler class, Terrence Crawford in the Sugar Ray class, and the
Yes, yeah.
Hitman
Then it's
Harms
got to be,
class.
if you're going to do that, put levels to it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so he had 37 fights, which is more respectable than Lomachenko's. He had 37 fights, 13 wins by knockout, 2 losses, and a draw and a no contest.
Bro, that's a better record than Lomachenko. Tom Bradley record
Oh
is
yeah,
better than Lomachenko. If Lomachenko retired today, Tom Bradley got a better record.
yeah.
And we could say
Okay, so his last fight was a loss to Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah.
He beat Jesse Vargas and Brandon Rios. He had a draw with Diego Chavez. Oh, he lost to Manny Pacquiao 2 times.
So he beat him once and then lost twice.
He
lost
yeah,
both fights.
He beat Manny once in a split decision.
Okay.
And then he lost 2 times to Manny. And he beat Juan Manuel Marquez.
Okay.
Okay, he beat Ruslan Prodnikov, and Prodnikov was pretty tough at that time. And he beat Joel Casamayor. Oh, he beat Devin Alexander. Okay, so okay.
That's Tom Bradley resume.
Yeah, he beat Devin Alexander too. Oh, and he beat Lamont Peterson.
He beat Lamont. He
Yeah,
definitely got a better resume than Lomachenko. When Lomachenko get a name, he always lose.
Okay. So he beat Lamont Peterson, Devin Alexander, who was a great fighter, a solid fighter. So that's 2. Casamayor. Yeah, Casamayor was a pretty a solid fighter. He was a B level fighter.
Lomachenko just beat Jermaine Ortiz and Rigondeaux.
And he beat Manny Pacquiao, and Prodnikov and Juan Manuel Marquez. So those are like 5 wins, 5 real solid. I think that's his Hall of Fame. And he beat Jesse Vargas and Brandon Rios.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, so about 7 of those fights are Hall of Fame. And he had a draw with Diego Chavez. Okay, right. So he's borderline Hall of Fame, but he made it.
He passed his test. Mm-hmm. He passed his test. Or if he beat him, then he a good fighter. He passed a few tests. Yeah, but when he got the names, big names, the only test he could really pass was Pacquiao one time.
Because I think after he fought Lamont Peterson, Nate Campbell,
Lamont Peterson,
no contest. Nate Campbell was a no contest. I don't know what that means. Somebody might have got disqualified. Somebody might have been doing drugs or something, so that fight didn't count. But once he fought Lamont Peterson, he fought nothing but basically like some names.
Yeah.
So he fought 1, 2, 3.
Damn. 4, so he beat Lamont Peterson.
Yeah, he beat Lamont Peterson. 12 rounds. And Earl Spence beat Lamont Peterson.
Decision.
Yep.
Earl Spence, he hurt Lamont Peterson.
Yeah, he hurt him to where they had to stop it.
Yeah, he broke him. He broke him mentally, spiritually,
and physically. Like people were like, "Oh, your face." Ooh.
His eye was like this. His face was beat up. His dad stopped the fight. Lamont Peterson's trainer. Mm-hmm. Was it his dad? It's just his trainer.
Mm-hmm.
Threw the towel in. Damn. Yeah, Earl definitely punishing his opponents, making they trainers throw the towel in and shit. That's crazy. Yeah, Bug gonna have to look out for them stinging punches, them punches that sting and bruise you up. make your eyes swollen and all that. That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's why they say he has to be perfect.
Yeah, because see, he don't got. It's like Earl don't got a one knockout punch. He just got a bunch of punches that's going to add up and just break your body down.
Yeah,
and Terrence just know how. Terrence, he could throw a punch that'll knock you down, knock you out.
Yeah, now Earl could hit you
off balance.
if Earl hits you in the right spot, like he knocked out. He had an 11 fight win streak with just like straight knockouts.
Okay.
And then he fought Mikey Garcia, and that like ended the streak, but he broke him down. But like Ugas was a stoppage. Lamont Peterson was a stop. You know, he was on the 11 streak knockout, thing.
Oh no, and but he was. It's like he wasn't getting knockouts. He was just making people throw in a towel and stopping people because they was hurt.
Oh, he hit Ocampo in the body in the first round.
The body shot. That body shot knockout. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he for the most part he breaking ribs and breaking eye sockets, and that's how he's stopping a lot of people.
Yeah, that's what Kell Brook took that second knee and was like, oh, ow.
Damn, Kell Brook said, "Not my eye again."
Not the other one.
Yeah.
Kell Brook was taking those punches from Bud. Bud dropped them, but then the ref jumped in when he was he wasn't throwing no punches back.
Yeah.
And then Amir Khan, he said, "Oh no, I'm not fighting no more. You hit me."
I feel like he never recovered off of that low blow.
Mm-hmm.
But then he got knocked down. What was the second round? Terrence Bud caught him and knocked him down.
Mm-hmm. Because he keep low blowing them.
The ref was giving him time to get himself together. He was just like, "No, man." He already knew what it was hitting for. He already.
But the way you scroll through and you see you see somebody post all Bud's knockouts, and I watched the way Benavidez' leg fall. It looked like it snapped when he was falling.
Damn. Yeah, because Benavidez had one leg, but talking heavy shit, he talking as if he wasn't handicapped. He was just talking like, "Oh no, I'm good."
Mm-hmm. Because he's just thinking he's still that same guy from before that. He got shot in his leg.
Yeah, because I watched some of his highlights. Because every time Bud about to fight somebody, even though it'd be somebody, even if it's not a name, I still look at their highlights to see what Bud is about to be up against. And I'm like, damn, when I was watching Benavidez highlights, who say Benavidez, I'm like, damn, I'm like, okay, and he had the undefeated record. I'm like, okay, he treating people. He out here treating people. I'm like, all right, Bud, you can't sleep on this guy, man. But Bud did what he had to do.
Dang, I'm kind of mad that I played myself because now I believe Tim Bradley earned his way into the Hall of Fame. But it's just like,
yeah, because I guess Tim Bradley the person.
You're in the Hall of Fame basement though.
He's in the Hall of Fame, but he's in the basement. He's not in the attic. He's not on the top floor.
He's not on the top floor.
He's not standing on the roof.
You just made it in.
He in the basement.
Yeah, you made it in before they closed the door and
on a blow up bed and shit. Like he don't even got he don't even got the real bed. Like that's your bed. You made your bed laying it, man.
Like I mean, because when you walk in the hall, like I just imagine like somebody going to the Hall of Fame. Oh, this Sugar Ray Robinson. Oh, Sugar Ray Leonard. Oh, that's Muhammad Ali.
Mike Tyson.
Oh, that's Joe Frazier. That's Mike Tyson. That's Holyfield.
Oh, there goes Tim Bradley. Why you saying like that? There goes Tim Bradley, y'all. Like who that? Who? Tim Bradley. There goes Lomachenko. Oh yeah, they called him the Matrix back in the day. What's his record? 17-3. Who did he lose to? The people that he lost to, are they on there? You gotta put them on there. You can't put Camp. No, you gotta put Tio in there. If Tio beat Lomachenko.
Yeah, that's part of the three. But I mean, come on now.
That's a different
Sugar Ray
class.
Robinson had like 119 fights.
Like you said, it's a class. Sugar Ray Leonard, they on the top floor. Some
Yeah.
Bradley Lomachenko on they in the basement.
Yeah.
Adrian Bruner, you could put him in the basement.
I don't know if Broner's not gonna make no Hall of Fame.
Hank Lundy.
Yeah, Hank Lundy will make the Hall of Fame. Wait, who's Hank Lundy?
That's the boy from Philly. He be with Cobb. That's the boy that Bud for. I only know him because of the Bud fight, but he from Philly.
Oh! Speaking of that, J-Rock is about to have a fight.
Oh yeah, J-Rock is fighting tonight, I believe.
Tomorrow. Oh, tonight?
Is it tomorrow?
No, because Friday, right?
Because yeah, C said he was fighting tonight. When I text him about the show.
If you're fighting on Friday, your career is weak.
Friday fights. It don't really be.
Friday fights on Saturday.
Friday fights don't be lit. Only time I see a Friday or a Sunday fight is when they fighting out of the country and at their time is different than our time. So up there is probably a Saturday. Like it'd be crazy, some crazy shit. Like I remember when Joshua and them used to fight early in the day. Like it'd be Saturday, but it'd be like while I'm still at work. Like
because they're fighting. They're fighting in like the UK, or they're fighting in like a whole nother time zone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So
like Saudi Arabia and Dubai and stuff.
Right.
That's why they. And listen to this. This is the disrespect that Jermell Charlo is getting. Like because Tim Tszyu, remember Katsu?
Yeah.
Well, Tim Tszyu, his son, is his mandatory, right? And Tim Tszyu is saying, well, we need to have the fight over here in Australia. My man, you're just a mandatory. You don't have a belt. Charlo's fighting in America. Charlo don't want to go to Australia. The champ shouldn't have to go to no Australia.
Right.
Like Devin Haney only went to Australia to go get those belts from what's his name?
Huh?
Haney, and then he did a rematch over there because he's like, okay, cool.
What? Yeah.
But he could have took those belts and came into America and made what's his name come to America. But how dare you have try to get an undisputed champ to come over to Australia?
Make who come to America?
Jermell Charlo.
Could make Tim Tszyu with the guy.
Tim Tszyu is trying to make him come to Australia to fight for his belts.
Oh,
like you're not gonna make me put up my belts and come to your country too.
Yeah.
They need to talk to him. Tell him you got it backwards. That's disrespect to the champ.
Yeah, facts. Because Charlo is he's the A side. So it's really what he say, not what.
And when you're undisputed, you're the only side.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only side when you're undisputed.
Yeah, that's a fact. The only time I could see that happening and the fighter, the favorite, agree with it is if he just want to go on a vacation. He already know he could beat this fighter, and it's like Devin Haney. He was like, I'll go to where Kambosos was from the UK or something, or wherever Devin Haney, he didn't mind going down there to fight him.
Yeah, because he had to go get those belts. Because
but that second fight, he's like, no, you gotta come here now. Was it the second fight?
No, they fought back. He said, we can run it back. He didn't care.
Yeah. So yeah, Devin Haney didn't care because he already knew that he could beat that fighter, and it probably was just a vacation move for them. Like, oh yeah, let's go to Australia. I mean, they get to go to Australia. They get to sightsee.
The only thing I would do if I was Charlo, the only reason I would take it is to build up your fan base, to get you exposure in another country.
Yeah, that part, that too.
So like Floyd, he would fight a lot of Mexicans, because if because they're big boxing supporters. So if they're paying to see him lose, they want to see him lose against De La Hoya. They're going to pay to see him lose against Trinidad. They're going to try to pay to see him lose against, all the Miguel Cottos and all the other Spanish fighters.
Yeah, and then when he beat them up, he got new fans. Like that, he did that good. He beat my favorite fighter that good.
Like it's two
You that
different levels
good
of
if you
fans.
good.
It's like he did it the way WWE does it. They, how like you have the bad guy. They want to see the bad guy lose.
Mhm.
They look at
Mayweather like the bad guy.
Yeah.
Because his mouthpiece, like he talk, but he
Mhm.
back it up though. He talk the talk and he back up what he say. But
Yep.
they just like,
That's
oh no,
why.
he's too cocky, he's too confident. I want to see somebody knock his head off.
Yep. Yep. So J
This
Rock and then somebody else is fighting too, but I don't know. Hopefully J Rock get on the right track, but he lost his little fame real quick.
yeah, it's like he gassed out, and it's like
I mean,
I don't know how old he is. I don't know
he's
how much
headlining this fight though. He's headlining this fight.
Yeah.
But J Rock
J Rock definitely he in the basement class Hall of Fame.
no, he got to if
No,
he did have the belt, but he lost it as soon as he got it.
so we can't put him in the Hall of Fame.
And he got knocked out by Jamal Charlo.
Hmm.
But if he fights Danny Garcia, if he fights, some more
Danny Garcia, Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Danny will make it. I mean, I think
Second floor. He not on the top floor. He like on the second floor.
maybe third floor, but he's not
Third
in the
floor.
basement.
No, he definitely not in the basement. You'll put him on the third floor.
I mean, he can. I think
that's hot, yo. We got really create this floor system. Make this floor system with these boxers. Because then they be doing a top 5 and they be putting them all in there. No, you on a different floor, homie.
It's level kids.
Yeah.
It's different levels. Because I would even say like when I think Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, and Keith Thurman. Those 3 held down that division for, they held the down division for a good like 2010 to about 2017.
Yeah, so if you held it down for a certain amount of years and you stayed on top, you definitely could be on the like the second and third floor.
Yeah, because I mean, Danny Garcia's record is just as good as and his resume is just as good as Tim Bradley's.
But for you to be on the attic or be on the roof, you got to be Earl, Terrence, Muhammad Ali, Tyson, Roy Jones.
Yeah.
You got
Sugar Ray Leonard,
Hitman Hearns, Holyfield,
Foreman,
Joe Frazier. We said Joe Frazier, George Foreman. We said him.
Lennox
Lewis.
Oscar De La Hoya. I give Oscar because Oscar fought everybody too.
Trinidad.
Bernard.
Yes, it's a lot of fighters that's going on the top floors.
But somebody I think is the second floor. I mean, the second floor, not on the top floor, but the second floor. I think who's I would say like a Keith Thurman.
Keith Thurman.
I put him. I put Lights Out. James Lights Out.
We're not putting Keith Thurman on the same floor with Sean Porter.
Now I think about it, Keith Thurman beat those people. He only got that.
He beat Sean Porter. He
only got that one split decision loss to Manny Pacquiao, which if he didn't get dropped in that first round, he would have won that fight.
He beat Danny Garcia. Yeah. Well, Keith Thurman, I don't know. It's his activity. Him being an inactive.
Yeah, his accident.
And active. His accidents.
Yep.
That makes it puts him like on the top floor, but like the lowest on the top floor. He on the top floor, but he on the blow a bit on the top floor.
He on the second level.
All right, yeah. Well, he on the second level then. So he not on the third. He not on the third floor. He on the second floor.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair. So if Keith Thurman on the second floor, then Danny Garcia and Sean Porter gotta be on the second floor with him, because he beat them too.
Yeah, and then both of them have good resumes too.
Yeah.
Kell Brook. Kell Brook might have. Kell Brook might have to be on that floor
On
the
second floor.
because he beat Sean Porter.
The second floor. So Ugas, second floor.
And he dared to be good and Triple G.
Yo, the second floor lit though. The second floor, you get the second floor ain't sweet.
Triple G.
Triple G, second floor.
Yeah.
Danny Jacob.
Jacobs might be. Nah, I don't know if
put him in the basement. We gotta put him in the basement.
Yeah, he's in the basement.
Damn, Danny. Charlo's is on the they on the top floor. Third.
Jamal, but not Jamal. Jamal didn't really do anything like significant.
Okay.
Like who did Jamal beat? I mean, he beat J-Rock, but who's J-Rock really? I'm trying to think of a name that he.
But is this the one that's undisputed?
This is the one that only got that WBC belt, the middleweight. Now he's going to fight Canelo. Now based on how
if he beat Canelo,
yeah, if he beats Canelo, then he's in it. He's in.
He on the top floor, but right now we gonna put him on the second.
He's still basement because I don't know who he didn't fight Andre. He didn't. He's not he didn't fight Triple G. He didn't fight.
So wait, he didn't fight. No, he really didn't get tested.
He didn't fight Andre. He didn't fight Jared Hurd. He didn't fight. I'm trying to think. He didn't fight Benavidez. He didn't fight Caleb Plant.
Right.
Too much. When you leave all that meat on the bones, and
right. So you have to be tested to get on the.
Yeah, you
had to have a test to get like Tank Davis is on the third floor in the attic. Third floor of the attic.
Top floor. Yeah, cause like I mean, what's the point of all the names fighting each other like back in the day for you to and you can get in, but you didn't fight, but we don't know who you fought.
Well, Ryan Garcia, he could go in the basement or on the second floor.
To be determined. Ryan dared to be great to fight when he fought Tank.
Yeah,
he dared to be great when he fought Tank.
And now he with Derrick James. Used to it. They still got a lot of time. They still young.
Yeah, so they still got a lot of time.
They got a lot of time to reach that top floor.
And I got him on. I got Ryan like taking out Rolly, Haney, and with Derrick James, I'm giving him a chance against Tio. With Derrick James, I give him a chance against Tio.
We might have to bet on the Haney and Ryan Garcia fight. If you got Ryan over Haney, we might have to bet that.
Yeah, I got Ryan over Haney because it's a whole different style of fight. Because
that's a good fight. That's a good fight to bet on because you never know.
We just know Devin is not going to do anything to take away Ryan's power.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Tank is a difference maker. Tank and Shakur on another level.
Yeah.
Tank and Shakur on a whole nother level. So that's why I put Ryan Rolly. Yeah, Ryan Rolly and Shakur. Yeah, because Ryan, I would have took Ryan against Lomachenko.
Ryan Garcia again.
Yeah, because he's a more aggressive Devin Haney. Like he's just got.
But I don't think Ryan Garcia do enough. I think he kind of proved Tank's point when he said all he got is the hook. Because when he fought, that's all he was. Yeah, that's all he was trying to throw. Before he hooked up with Derrick James, though. We don't know how he's going to come back. That's what I'm saying.
Before he hooked up with Derrick James, I think Derrick James is going to be a difference maker. He's going to bring out his jab. Derrick James is going to put that jab on. Derrick James taught. That's why Anthony Joshua using that jab now. That fight he had. And then I was like, oh, hold up. This kind of looked like Earl Spence when I was watching Frank Martin fight his last two fights.
Oh shit, for real.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, he's working that jab perfectly.
I feel like with fighters like that, if they get different new trainers like Ryan Moon and Derrick James, the first thing they need to really teach them is patience. Because as soon as you get punched in the mouth, we don't want you to result back to your old ways. And like, oh no, and then you try to throw your hooks again. And you try to throw these crazy hooks and then get caught.
Get away from those hooks is to start somebody off with the jab. To set up the hook, to set up the straight right.
Mm-hmm. Or
Jab
a
and
hook
hook.
or a counter. You counter somebody with
Yeah,
a hook.
he could teach him how to hook off of the jab.
Mm.
Like
Mm.
so, yeah. So like those are the things. Like if he Ryan Garcia with a nice jab, he's on. Yeah, that'll put him on another level.
And then if he gets some sparring work with Earl Spence,
Because remember, he's faster than Devin Haney and them. He's real fast.
yeah, quick hands.
He's fast with power, and if he has a jab on top of it, that's going to be a difference maker.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like that's why I like I'm looking at like if uh, Deontay Wilder, if he had a jab with those long that reach he got,
Mm-hmm.
if he had a jab to match Tyson Fury's, then that would have been a whole different fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he had a jab, he would have that would have been a whole.
Jab, a body shots. Don't gas out too late. Don't start gassing out in the later rounds. Try to be patient, maintain your energy.
See, but like when you have a jab, you're not using a whole lot of energy. You're just keeping that jab to get your distance, your timing. So you're not throwing 1,000 jabs.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I get that. I get what you're saying.
So
So
teaching
yeah,
somebody to jab is trying to teach somebody how to breathe when you run. Like you're going to pace yourself.
and then Wilder's such a hard puncher.
Mm-hmm.
If he lands some of them hard punches to the body, you're also slowing your opponent down. So
Yeah.
when the later rounds, when you feel like, damn, I'm getting a little tired now. It was round 9, round 8. You look at your opponent now; he tired too. So now y'all still equally matched because now y'all both a little tired. But then you can maintaining your shit because you throwing better jabs, you throwing more like you said,
Yeah.
the jab, you can keep a lot of your energy with just keeping your opponent away
Yep.
with the jab.
Yep. And then when you're jabbing, you're trying to time it because you don't and because you lose more energy when you miss your shots, when you miss your hits.
So
But you don't people don't
you
know.
timing the jabs, you saying?
Yeah, you're timing the jabs. Like people who throw the jabs, they're trying to time, they're not just throwing the jab just to be throwing it, unless you're like a
Right.
Manny Pacquiao to get this closer distance.
Okay.
But when you already have long arms, you don't have to throw a double jab.
All right. So when you throwing your jab, like you timing while you throwing your jab,
Yeah,
and
you're like, okay, you're measuring your opponent up instead of just throwing a whole bunch of random wild punches.
then your opponent trying to come in off of your jab,
Yeah,
and then you could counter that shit.
and you can keep them off of you. See, and then
Yeah.
when Lennox Lewis did with his jab was he would jab you, and then like, okay, he'll jab you. Okay, you expect, okay, he'll jab you. Boom, boom, boom. He'll jab you. And, he'll jab you. And then he would jab you and then follow up with the jab right hand, and then that's not the
Or
knockout right
a
there.
right hand. So
Yeah.
with Derrick James changing training Ryan Garcia, like what you said, Ryan Garcia throwing that jab, or Derrick James took me this jab, and when the opponent try to get up under that jab or try to counter Ryan Garcia's jab, then Ryan Garcia counter that with a hook. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
that'd be that's crazy.
Yep.
That could be a crazy combination. Ryan Garcia training with Derrick James. This is a crazy combination, man. I can't wait to see him fight.
I know. I know.
I can't. I just want to see Derrick James in this corner. That shit gonna look crazy.
Yeah.
He go to his corner. Derrick James like, all right, when you come with this, you know what I mean? Telling him what to do. That's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
fire. That's gonna be fire. That's gonna be lit.
See, and when Earl Spence was doing all those knockouts he stopped. He switched his trainer, and that's when it stopped. He had another trainer, like his strength and conditioning trainer.
Who
Derrick James was always his boxing
Earl
trainer.
Spence. Yeah, he
Yeah,
said he got the same the boy that Tink had.
yeah, yeah,
Strength and conditioning, so he could make
yeah.
weight and all that.
And it was somebody was interviewing the guy who was the strength and conditioning trainer for Earl, and he's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Earl. See, Earl's not knocking people out like he was. He's breaking them down, but that's because I left him with that.
Mm.
But Earl, he don't like to do all the extra push-ups and all the extra stuff.
Oh, he don't. He don't like doing
I mean, he
push-ups.
does it, but the boy had him on the extra put.
Okay.
You don't want to have him lifting weights either. Like,
Not too much heavyweight, right? Because you don't
yeah,
want.
yeah, that's gonna take away your speed.
Yeah.
You're gonna make your arms little like yeah. So you don't want to lift too much weight.
You don't want to tighten it up, all this shit up. So your reach and all that. Yeah, it messes with all that. Cause I know when I used to really get it in, and then the next day I can't stretch my arm all the way out because it'd be like all tight right there. So I know in boxing you gotta make sure you could extend your arm fully without feeling no, you know what I mean, with quick hands. But one thing I wanted to say though, like with Ryan Garcia with Derrick James, you also got to think they got Frank Martin out there too, so he probably getting some nice sparring work.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of good sparring in.
Frank Martin and Ryan Garcia sparring each other.
Steel sharpening steel.
Sharpening their shit up.
And they're going against Earl.
That's good work.
That's a lot of good work. And then
that's good sparring work.
Them letting Earl spar Joshua.
That's good sparring work. Yeah, Joshua and Earl, that's good sparring work.
Make Joshua quicker on his feet.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying when you spar a smaller weight class, but that person in the smaller weight class got mad skills. That's what I was saying about Terrence sparring Shakur so many times. I feel like that's gonna make Terrence quicker on his feet because Shakur is a smaller fighter in a smaller weight class. Make your hand speed and shit is you quicker when you're a little lighter.
See, but like it's not that much difference in speed from 135
to 147.
Yeah, it's not really that much difference in speed to be noticeable. It's noticeable as you start noticing, like then so up to like about 130, 147 up to welterweight is where the speed is. 130 to 147 is a one speed. And then junior middleweight 154 up to about 175 is another speed. All those guys are within the same speed.
That higher weight class, the speed kind of slows down, but the power is more powerful.
Yeah,
like you get hit by a heavyweight, it ain't gonna feel like you getting hit by like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not gonna do nothing for you.
The power changes, but the speed slows down.
You put in anyway against Usyk. Anyways, going to hit him 1,000 times, but Usyk's not going to feel it.
And then Usyk going to sacrifice getting punched to give a punch.
He's going to walk through it.
Yeah, he's going to say, all right, I'm going to take your punch, but I want you to take that. Knock you the fuck out.
I'm going to hit the baby man.
Yeah, so that's how that go.
Yeah. But we could talk forever. I mean, but like, share, subscribe.
You already know. We had a lot of catching up.
Yeah, we got to catch it up, but we're gonna get consistent. We're working on it. We're working on it. Yeah. We just got a lot of things going on in this life right now.
It's facts. But yeah, y'all continue to, tune in, like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. Life is the undefeated champ. So,
and we got y'all. Yeah.
Up.
Facts.
Don't get knocked out.
No Cap Boxing / Neutral Corner, episode 37.
Peace.
Peace.